conservative face be supportive of any future compromise on police reform, and are Republicans taking a political risk by perhaps backing changes to it?
Well, I would remind you that the principal resistance to police reform in the United States Senate was Senate Democrats, who filibustered and prevented us from getting on to Senator Tim Scott's police reform bill. I believe he has said to all of you that discussions are continuing, but I do want to make note of something that I think some of you have observed. The number of policemen retiring across America is going up. There are continued reports of recruitment problems. And I think the heart of that is related to whether individual police officers who make a living busting up fights and engaging in physical activity to keep the peace are going to be individually liable for those actions. I think that's a sticking point Senator Scott has talked about repeatedly. Hopefully we can get an outcome here, but I would refer you to him for the details of where that all stands at this point.
Liz Cheney, who you support, said that challenging the election would be disqualifying for some Republican senators who are running for president. Do you agree with that?
What's the question again?
Liz Cheney, who you support, said challenging the election would be disqualifying for some Republican senators who would run for president. Do you agree with that?
Well, she can speak for herself. I think we're going to have a lot of people interested in running for president, some of them right here in the Senate, and they'll be best able to decide, the best way forward on those kinds of issue discussions that will inevitably come up.
Senator Cornyn said last week that he's come around to the idea of moving a standalone bill for Dreamers, for basically for people in the DACA program. Are you open to possibly a standalone bill to help the Dreamers?
Well, all I can tell you is that everybody is sympathetic with the DACA issue, but as a practical matter, given the crisis at the border, by any definition of what a crisis is, I can't imagine that we would take up an immigration-related bill, no matter how worthy it might be, without insistence on our part that we address the obvious crisis at the border that is directly related to what appeared to be an invitation by the new president to come on up. Thank you.
He was just talking about the 100 days and that Biden is pretending to be moderate.